Hi there, Casey Shepherd, health coach here, coming at you guys with more information and education, always so you can continue to make better decisions for yourself. The more you learn, the more you know, the better your health is going to be in the long run. I think the more that you understand, the easier it is to continue to make those choices forever, which will in turn keep you healthier. If you have not already, please subscribe to my channel, like and share any videos that you feel like pertain to other people in your life. So today I want to talk a little bit about inflammation and how it can happen, what happens with inflammation, and how it can affect your body. Now, any amount of inflammation in the system is going to cause more stress on your system. Inflammation happens at a cellular level, and there are many reasons for it, but that is something that we just strive and aim to control. Inflammation can be detrimental only because of the stress that it can cause on your system. And if there's inflammation, it just means that your system is fighting something internally. So there's a lot of different reasons that our body can have inflammation. Food allergies and sensitivities, histamine response kind of goes in with that. Estrogen dominance, when your body doesn't have enough progesterone to oppose that estrogen. Low levels of nutrients, low stomach acid, low digestive enzymes, low thyroid hormone, any autoimmune conditions, all of these things affect our body. It affects us at a cellular level. When that happens, our adrenals, which sit on top of the kidneys, are what produce adrenaline and cortisol. And when we have inflammation at a cellular level and things are expanding, our adrenals and our stress levels do kick in and we get this swelling internally. And not only can it inhibit us from recovery and feeling more soreness than we really should, if you have a lot of stress and inflammation internally and you try to work out really hard on top of that, you may be feeling way more sore than you should be. A lot of people who have, in menopause or perimenopause, where their hormones are imbalanced or they lack progesterone to oppose estrogen because it's an anti-inflammatory, end up getting a lot of swelling, a lot of soreness. They're not recovering very well. If you have a lot of bloating and digestive distress, your internal guts are inflamed and swollen, and can just create a lot of distress and swelling internally, holding a lot of extra water retention than we should. We talk about food sensitivities and allergies. The body is literally seeing these allergens and sensitivities as something that's attacking the system. How those develop would be what we call leaky gut. If you have a lot of bacteria and yeast and gut overgrowth in your system that the body's not killing off, over time these can rip little tiny holes in our intestinal tract, and then those foods leach into our system and start to cause these stress responses in our body. And so that is what a food sensitivity and allergy is. It is a reaction to certain enzymes and foods in our system. Our body sees that as an attack on the body, and so we create this attack on it, which means swelling and inflammation internally and in our gut. So I've made videos on this before, but when you just eliminate these foods, you're eliminating the stressor, but you're not attacking what the root cause of the reason for those things being seen as a foreign substance or an object that the body needs to attack. And this is what kind of autoimmune is about, where our immune systems are hyper sensitive and hyper aware. Our immune system starts attacking our own body's cells because our immune system is not strong enough to continue to fight off whatever it is that's going on. So autoimmune conditions happen over time from long-term health issues that have not been addressed. So if you are somebody who has really low stomach acid, where you can't kill off a lot of yeast and bacteria and overgrowth in your system, and you're constantly putting in all of these things that it can't break down, and it's constantly attacking itself and swelling and causing inflammation, like over time your immune system no longer has the energy or the ability to fight off, and it's been fighting things for so long that your immune system doesn't really know what to work, and it's overworked. It starts attacking the wrong areas. So, there's many different autoimmune conditions that can happen, but inflammation happens at many levels. And so the more inflammation that you can control by keeping your hormones balanced, by keeping your digestion in a really good place, by, having a proper diet, by having high enough protein levels that you can actually digest and absorb, by keeping your immune system strong, the right nutrients, the right minerals, all of those things play a huge role in how the body works. If you have severe nutrient deficiencies, where your body doesn't even have the right minerals and nutrients at a cellular level to be doing its job. A lot of your organs, your guts, your liver, all these things that are designed to filter out a lot of these foreign substances and objects, don't even have the right tools to be able to do their job. And now you can see why things start to break down in the body and why disease continues to manifest and just gets worse over time. Like, people are like, oh, he had a heart attack. Oh, he was so healthy. Oh, I just don't understand. And it's like, no, he wasn't. There was other things happening a very long time ago that continued to compound, where suddenly that stress could no longer take it and the body snapped. And this happens with disease at many different levels, and something that a lot of people don't realize. And so making sure that you have proper digestion, as I said, the ability to keep your guts clean, to be eating the right amounts of food, to be pairing your exercise with all of those things. And say you are in this place where your body has a lot of stress, or you have these imbalances or whatever, you need to control your outside stress through your lifestyle choices, through the kind of exercise you're doing, the amount of exercise you're doing, and cater everything around that. And that's really what I do in my coaching, is we're assessing what's going on at an internal level and a cellular level. What sort of imbalances do we have? What deficiencies do we have? How much are you working out right now? We need to cater and scale back on these things. We need to give you more of this food. We need to give you more of these nutrients. We need to clean your gut out. We need to support and assist the body to get back into this groove where we can bring inflammation down, where things start functioning as they should, so that your body can kind of come into alignment and bring that inflammation down and kind of get where it needs to get. So I do notice that people, the more internal issues people have with imbalances, disease, all these other things, the harder time they have in controlling inflammation. They get a lot of swelling, their weight shifts up and down very drastically. If they eat one thing off their diet, these are people like that. You eat one thing off your diet and you gain 5 pounds. Like, it's not just because your metabolism is horrible, but it's an inflammatory response to that food. So it's not always even about the calories as much as it is about the stress response from those foods. So people like that tend to have a lot of internal stuff going on, whether it's metabolically, or many of the other things that I already discussed. So if you're somebody who suffers with a lot of these things, or somebody else who's struggling with some of these things, give them my information, shoot them over. I'm happy to answer questions if you have them, but my website is below, my Instagram, and I have many other videos on this channel talking about a lot of the other things that I do.